Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Vertex Vision. Your contributions were dismissed. Again, that feeling, sharp and familiar. When your effort goes unnoticed, your ideas get co-opted. Or worse, someone less capable climbs the ladder simply by sidestepping the very principles you hold dear. This isn't just an inconvenience. It's a slow erosion of your potential, a systematic denial of the recognition and influence you inherently deserve. If you continue operating under the illusion that fairness or innate goodness will pave your path, you risk perpetual stagnation, condemned to watch others manipulate the very fabric of reality while you remain a mere bystander. You'll keep investing your integrity into a system that rewards shrewdness, not sentiment. Ignoring these underlying power dynamics isn't just naive, it's a strategic surrender. You will consistently find yourself reactive, always playing catch-up, never truly steering your own destiny. This isn't about becoming cruel, but about understanding the stark, cold mechanics of human interaction and leverage. In this analytical deep dive, we strip away the comforting myths and expose the raw, unvarnished truth about how influence is truly wielded. By dissecting these principles, derived from the incisive observations of Niccolò Machiavelli, you will gain an exclusive framework for understanding human behavior that most motivational content glosses over entirely. It's time to stop being a chess piece and start understanding the board. What illusion are you ready to shed? Comment below. Niccolò Machiavelli, in his seminal work, didn't advocate for evil, but rather offered a chillingly pragmatic analysis of power. He peeled back the romanticized layers of leadership and revealed the stark, often uncomfortable, truths about human nature. He saw a world where virtue, in its purest form, often led to ruin for those who lacked the strategic acumen to navigate its treacherous currents. This is not a guide to malice, but a post-mortem examination of influence designed to equip you with the foresight to dissect the game, not just play within it. 1. Embrace unpredictability. The human mind instinctively seeks patterns. It craves predictability to feel safe and in control. This ingrained desire for order, however, becomes a fatal vulnerability when others can easily anticipate your next move. If your reactions, decisions, and even your presence are always expected, you cease to be a force and become merely a habit easily taken for granted and ultimately easily disregarded. Consider a seasoned negotiator who never uses the same tactic twice. Their opponent is perpetually off balance, unable to formulate a counter-strategy because the target is constantly shifting. This isn't about random chaos, which is a sign of instability, but rather calculated deviation, a deliberate subversion of expectations to maintain psychological leverage. Machiavelli himself noted, "A prince must imitate the fox and the lion. For the lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves." This isn't just about strength, but the cunning to remain elusive and adaptable. Your consistency, ironically, might be your greatest weakness. 2. Cultivate strategic absence. Ever noticed how continuous presence often breeds contempt, or at least diminishes perceived value? Constant availability reduces your perceived scarcity, transforming you from something sought after into something simply there. Imagine a rare limited edition artifact. Its value isn't just in its intrinsic worth, but its scarcity and the effort required to obtain it. If it were mass-produced, its allure would vanish overnight. Similarly, if you are always visible, always reachable, and always eager to engage, you inadvertently communicate a lack of profound importance. This often contradicts common networking advice to always be present. However, strategically withdrawing, even for short periods, can amplify your perceived value, forcing others to confront your absence and in doing so, reflect on your true worth. This can feel counterintuitive, but it leverages a core psychological principle: we often desire what is just out of reach. As Machiavelli starkly advised, it is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. Here, fear implies a careful respect, an unease at your absence, not terror, but a recognition of your significance that prevents others from taking you for granted. 3. Exploit undercurrents of weakness. To truly influence, one must see beyond the presented facade and identify the hidden vulnerabilities that drive human behavior. People rarely act purely on logic. They are swayed by unconscious biases, unacknowledged desires, fears, and ego. A skilled diagnostician doesn't just treat symptoms, they find the root cause, the hidden vulnerability, and address that. This isn't a call for malicious exploitation, but a sober recognition that understanding human vulnerability is such as the craving for recognition, fear of rejection, or the need to belong is a key to effective leadership and negotiation. This insight is often unconsciously used even in good context. For instance, a manager might delegate a project to a junior employee, not just for their skill, but knowing that the employee's desire for validation will ensure maximum effort. Machiavelli understood this profound truth, asserting, "The nature of people is variable, and whilst it is easy to persuade them, it is difficult to fix them in that persuasion." This volatility, fueled by underlying weaknesses, provides the opening for influence. 4. Master your emotional landscape. True power often resides not in outward display, but in inner stillness. In high-stakes situations, the individual who can maintain an unreadable demeanor holds a significant advantage. Consider a grandmaster in a high-stakes chess match. Their face reveals nothing, regardless of a catastrophic blunder or a brilliant strategic move. Their emotional landscape remains an impenetrable fortress, denying opponents any clues, any weakness to exploit. While modern discourse often champions emotional transparency, an excess of it can be a strategic liability. The ability to compartmentalize and present a stoic front, even when internally distressed, is not coldness, but a critical survival mechanism. It prevents adversaries from poking at your insecurities or provoking you into rash decisions. To externalize your emotional state is to hand your opponent a map to your internal wiring. The coldest players in any game are rarely those devoid of feeling, but those who discipline themselves not to broadcast it, maintaining an aura of invincibility. 5. Dominate the narrative. Reality isn't solely what happens, it is more profoundly what people believe happened. In the theater of human interaction, the most compelling story often triumphs over mere factual accuracy. Those who fail to actively shape their own story will inevitably find it written for them, often by detractors or by the default assumptions of a judgmental crowd. Consider a skilled trial lawyer who meticulously crafts a closing argument. They're not just presenting facts, but framing them, weaving a narrative designed to sway the jury's perception. This challenges the modern belief in objective truth in public perception. In a hyper-connected world, the individual who controls the story controls the perspective, and thus the response of the audience. Machiavelli keenly observed, "Men in general judge more by the eyes than by the hands, because it belongs to everybody to see you, too few to come in touch with you." Perception, therefore, is paramount, and it is a battleground to be actively managed, not passively observed. To be silent about your struggles or triumphs is to invite others to define them for you, usually to your detriment. 6. Embrace perpetual metamorphosis. Stagnation is not stability, it is a slow, insidious form of decay. The comfort of the familiar, the safety of the known, often lulls individuals into a false sense of security, making them predictable and vulnerable to an ever-changing world. Imagine a chameleon that constantly changes its skin, not out of weakness, but as a core proactive survival strategy to adapt to its environment. Those who rigidly cling to a fixed self-identity or a singular skill set will invariably be outmaneuvered by those who are willing to reinvent themselves.